Welcome back. After finishing the analysis part, now we have entered in the controller section of this lecture series, and we'll begin with the on-off controller, and later we will consider PID controller, its control actions, control modes, then its tuning and design using time domain and frequency domain specifications. So in today's lecture we will discuss the very basic and simplest form of controller, that is on-off controller. Let us begin with it. So on-off controller is a simplest form of the controller. It is also referred as two-mode controller because it has only two possible outputs, either 0 or 100, or in general you can say either minimum or maximum. There are only 2 points, so that is why it is called as a two-mode controller, and it is used only when its disadvantages are tolerable. It has lot many disadvantages as compared to its advantages. The advantage is only that it is a simplest form, and we are learning it because it is the very basic controller, and also it is useful in the cheapest circuits, like thermostat is the example of on-off controller. So let us begin with its characteristics. The on-off controller is described as its output equation is given by U of t is equal to 0% if E is less than 0, and it is equal to 100% if E is greater than 0, where U of t is controller output and E is equal to R minus Y at any point of time, where R is the set point. R and Y are set point. Set point means desired value of the output and system output respectively. That means whenever system output is greater than the set point, E becomes negative and output of the controller is 0%, so it is off mode. And whenever Y is less than R, the error is positive and on-off controller output is 100%. So it is merely a comparator, and it can be realized using a simple op-amp comparator. Very simple. So let us see its characteristics. So this is the characteristic of on-off controller, and you can see this is the output Y of t. So initially when output is 0, controller is on 100% and output rises, and when it cuts the set point, then the error becomes negative and controller becomes off. As controller becomes off, output falls, and again it cuts the set point. So this becomes the excessive cycling as shown in the output, and this is called as chattering. This chattering is very harmful to the actuators, because if this on-off controller is changing its output very rapidly, I have shown it approximately, but it is almost infinite frequency, and because of that these cycles are very dangerous and they must be eliminated, or at least they must be reduced. So they are reduced by introducing a dead zone in the controller characteristics. and that dead zone is also called as hysteresis zone or neutral zone, because whenever the output is in that zone, there is no change in the controller output. So let us see now the on-off controller with hysteresis. It is also called as on-off controller with dead zone. In this controller, a dead zone is introduced along the set point, a predefined, and it is on the either side of the set point, and its characteristic can be realized or it can be shown by this diagram. So here you can see this is the set point. Now when initially output is 0, controller output is 100% and starts increasing. Now it cuts the set point, but still the output will not change. The output will change only when it cuts the upper tolerance band. That is when the error is more negative than delta E, minus delta E, and then the output will shift to 0%. Then it will be 0% till the output decreases below the lower threshold, that the error becomes more positive than delta E. And this way you can see this is the output of the on-off controller. The chattering present here is reduced here. However, here the output was very in the vicinity of the set point, whereas here it oscillates in the predefined band around the set point. And its characteristic is like the Smith trigger, and it has hysteresis. That hysteresis band can be expressed like I will show it. The hysteresis band is as shown here. Now you can see this here. When initially the output is 0, correct? So output rises from 0 to 100 when the error is more negative than negative delta E. So the path from 0 to 100% is A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E. And it switches from C to D when error becomes more positive than delta E. So this location, the output is switched from 0 to 100, this position. And then when it is at 100, the output again starts decreasing. The controller will come back here, but now it will not switch at D, but it will switch at F when the error becomes more negative than delta E, that is this point. So at this point again the output is switched from 0 to 100 this way, and this way it can be done. This is the hysteresis loop of the on-off controller with dead zone. It is used in merely a very simple systems such as a heater, home appliances like heater or water level controller. In that case the on-off controller is preferred. But wherever the controller is required for with higher accuracy, like in reactors, distillation column or motors, in that case we need to go for some other controllers. It is enough in this lecture. From the next lecture we will start the PID controller.